Most people saw this box office flop once it came out on DVD. I saw this film in a movie theater 10 years ago. Yes, I saved my ticket stubs.
Lemonade the stasis. Mama serpentine. I got a breathalyzer and my body's clean.
Welcome back to Video Reviews, everyone. My name is Whitaker Martin. This is the latest installment of Second Look, and after reviewing a few character-driven pieces, I thought I'd change things up a bit. I cannot think of a comparative experience to watching Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. With its flamboyant visual style, unique editing approach, and the sheer audacity in its commitment to play out like a comic book and a video game, the experience this film offers is both what makes it so good and why this film has never really moved beyond its cult status. This is a case of the style being stronger than the substance, though the substance is presented in a uniquely comedic, tongue-of-cheek manner. Put it all together, and you get a really singular film. Our protagonist is the aforementioned Scott Pilgrim, played by Michael Cera, a 22-year-old bass-playing slacker extraordinaire. He's in between jobs, but not in between relationships, as word has come out that he's dating a high schooler.
So what's her name?
Knives Chow. She's Chinese.
Wicked. So when do we get to meet her?
Oh, please let it be soon.
That's for me.
Hi.
You promise to be good?
Of course I'll be good.
Seriously, please be good.
Am I normally not?
By the way, you'll want to get used to title cards and exaggerated effects appearing on the screen. We'll discuss that soon. Scott's life takes a twist, though, when the woman of his dreams, no, seriously, she's appearing in his dreams, turns out to be real. This is Ramona Flowers, played by Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Do you want to hang out sometime, get to know each other? You're the new kid on the block, right? I've lived here forever, so there are reasons for you to hang out with me.
You want me to hang out with you?
Yeah, if that's cool.
If I say yes, will you sign for your damn package?
So yeah, 8 o'clock?
Okay, so Scott can now go out with Ramona, right? Well, hold that thought.
Mr. Pilgrim! My name is Matthew Patel, and I'm Ramona's first evil ex-boyfriend.
For what? Anyone need another drink?
Yeah, it turns out he has to defeat her 7 evil exes, each in successive order if he wants to date Ramona. And yes, each battle plays out like the next level of a video game. The film is unabashed about both its video game influences and its comic book influences. The latter especially makes sense. This is based off the 6 Scott Pilgrim graphic novels by Brian Lee O'Malley. Yes, instead of turning one book into multiple movies, Hollywood turned multiple books into one movie. I've actually read the graphic novels, so I can offer a few comparisons. Needless to say, the film greatly streamlines the novel's storylines. It does keep almost all of the characters from the books and allows them at least one moment to shine, but the plot does mostly concentrate on Scott defeating the evil exes. The books, by contrast, will delve into the lives of other characters besides Scott. Both the film and the novels are very stylized in their presentation. As far as the quality of the adaptation is concerned, I think the correct decisions have been made. The film decides to be a gleeful, visually striking action comedy, and is all the better for it. The visual style of this film is indeed one of its great strengths, and I think it's worth looking into how many visual rules this film bends or flat out breaks to its advantage. Let's start with the special effects. You can see through these shots that the film is not interested in looking realistic. That's a pixelated hammer, that's a pixelated sword, and that's, something big. What these effects aim for are to look flashy, energetic, and even cheeky at times. Credit Fraser Churchill for supervising the visual effects. And the whole visual look of the film has a great zest to it. There's no way I can use this short review to do justice to how many visual treats you get. You've got animated sound effects, Batman-esque descriptors, video game commentary, aspect ratio changes, even split screen edits that actually feel natural to the story. Speaking of the editing, this film can have a funny way of transitioning from one scene to another. Here's an example.
Oh, wait. Can I get your number? Wow, girl number.
See you at the show, Scott Pilgrim.
Oh, hey, it's tonight. At the Hey, you totally came.
Yes, I did totally come.
I want to compliment editors Jonathan Amos and Paul Mocklis for how they edit this film. Almost no scene transition is done through a traditional edit. And as a result, we find ourselves anticipating the next clever trick that's coming. That also applies to the visuals and to the comedy. This can be a very funny film with several great lines and a really good sense of comedic timing. Watch how things play out in this scene.
Hello? Oh, hey, Knives. What's that? You're outside?
Is Scott here?
You know what? He just left.
Really?
Yeah. Sorry.
Needless to say, this is not a film that takes itself very seriously. I mean, when your opening shot is this... Yeah, we're not exactly entering the real world here. I guess that just leaves the plot and characters, and I am going to admit this, the plot technically does not earn a 110-minute runtime. I say technically because when I do think about it, pretty much every scene has entertainment value. But beyond the main conflict of Scott fighting 7 evil exes to win Ramona's heart, the film only adds the sufficient amount of substance to keep things going. Some issues that are addressed include Scott's immaturity and Ramona's past catching up with her.
Have you ever dated someone that wasn't a total ass?
Well, so far you're not a total ass.
But I'm part ass?
If it makes you feel any better, you're the nicest guy I've dated.
Wait, is that good?
It's what I need right now.
But not later?
Scott, I don't have all the answers, okay? I just like to try and live in the moment if I can.
I just like to live.
Nevertheless, these are likable characters, and I'm not just talking about the 2 leads. We're introduced to all kinds of side characters who add their own flavors to this story. The villains are appropriately more comedic than evil and are great fun to watch too. And the casting is spot on as well. Scott Pilgrim assembled a lot of prominent actors and actresses born in the 1980s, almost all of whom have solid careers today. It's hard to do justice to all of the names, but here are some you might recognize. Michael Cera is very much in his wheelhouse as the awkward Scott Pilgrim, and he's got good chemistry with Mary Elizabeth Winstead. Her performance is fairly grounded. You've got a pre-Oscar-nominated Brie Larson and a post-Oscar-nominated Anna Kendrick. Character actresses Ellen Wong and Allison Pill give 2 very different portrayals. Wong is energetic and owns the 17 years old label, while Pill is sarcastic and only emotes when it's time to play the drums. You also get deadpan actress Aubrey Plaza. Among the villains, you have a pre-Captain America Chris Evans and a post-Superman Brandon Routh. Actress Mae Whitman dials up the rage, and Jason Schwartzman, in a very funny turn, dials up the smarminess. You'll have to watch the film for yourself to see how each actor does justice to their character. But if there is one performance I want to single out, it would be Kieran Culkin as Scott's roommate, Wallace Wells. Culkin is the voice of reason in this film, and he makes a great foil to Scott. He's got his life under control, and always seems to be one step ahead of Scott in knowing what's best for, well, both of them.
You have to break up with Knives. That poor angel. Today.
But it's hard.
If you don't, I'm going to tell Ramona about Knives. I swear to God, Scott.
What?
Hey, morning. Hey, Jimmy.
Double standard.
I didn't make up the gay rule book. You got a problem with it? Stop. Pick it up with Liberace's Ghost.
Of course, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the director of the film, Edgar Wright. While there may be a lot of visual and technical components going on, he keeps the elements focused, and the result is high-energy entertainment. Over a decade after its release, Scott Pilgrim seems to have occupied a unique spot in film history. This didn't really influence filmmaking, but by that token, there is only one Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. This is the only film to offer that combination. Bottom line, it's action-packed, it's visually appealing, it's funny, it's fun.
Continue. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go ahead and leave a comment on what you thought about Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, and if there's a movie you think deserves a second look. A lot of memories in this bag. Some are really terrific, some I'd rather forget, and some just don't stick. Here's to the film memories that do. I'm Whitaker Martin. Thanks for watching this installment on Video Reviews. I'll see you next time.